This is an extremely impressive feature film debut. My Father's Shadow premiered at the Cannes Film Festival in 2025, and from there I saw a lot of people talking about just how great it was, so I put it on my radar to make sure to check it out when it did get released. UK selected this film as their international feature film submission, so if you don't know the Academy Awards for the US ones, every other country gets to submit one film to represent their country, and the UK chose this one. I can see why it's a very touching and emotional story, a very impressive feature film debut as well. Basic setup is that you have two young brothers exploring Lagos with their estranged father during the 1993 Nigerian election crisis. This is like a snapshot-in-time story. It's covering the 90s political landscape in Nigeria. And one of the films I feel like it's easily comparable to is After Sun from a couple of years ago, where you have children really dealing with their parents, in this case their father, specifically opening their eyes to the hardships that parents go through, and sometimes they try to kind of hide their children from that stuff. It's very touching watching these father-son moments unfold, and it feels like you're right there with these characters and you feel attached, you get emotional. You can tell this is very clearly a personal project for this filmmaker. And I think that only makes it stronger because it is coming from a place of, genuine emotion, and that really, you can see that on screen. As much as it is a familial drama, it's also a political drama. You really feel the political landscape here, being trapped underneath a troubling government and the weight of that and how that can affect parents and then obviously their children dealing with it too. There's some great cinematography, one really cool dolly zoom that caught my attention for sure, and some of the moments of dialogue here are quite special. There's one that I wrote down that is, the memory that pains you when someone leaves are the same ones that will comfort you later. And I feel like that's just been really sticking with me after having watched the movie. The runtime flies by. This movie is just a little over an hour and a half, and I think that's where I start to get into one of the things that I do wish was a little bit more fleshed out, and that is the runtime. I think that because it is both a political drama and a familial drama, both of them get their time to shine, but I think that they could have been even more fleshed out with a longer runtime. I wish the ending didn't feel as abrupt because it is supposed to be this just emotional sucker punch. I can also see the point of it being intentional to really feel the shocking complexity of a surprising moment. I won't get into spoilers. This movie did catch me by surprise. I was not expecting to be as moved by it, and not only just in the moment as moved by it as soon as it was over, but also after it has been sitting with me over the past couple hours. I do think it could have been a little bit longer, but it's still emotional, very moving, and overall, especially for a feature film debut from this director, Akinola Davies, I have to give massive props to him for telling a story that is very personal, clearly, and one that just lands as an emotional story. I'm gonna give My Father's Shadow a B, and I would definitely recommend streaming this one. If it's not on your radar, be sure to put it on your radar and check it out whenever you do get the chance. I think this movie, even though it wasn't recognized by the Academy, I still think it's very special and one that has been sticking with me for a bit. If you've seen the movie, be sure to leave your thoughts on it down below in the comments. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and if you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, look forward to more content coming soon. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.